Welcome back. An increasing number of high earners are now working part-time, with more than 770,000 senior staff working fewer than 5 days a week. The number of part-time staff on salaries over £40,000 has increased by nearly 6% in the last year as well. Well, to talk more about this, here is Jenny Garrett. She's an executive career coach and a working mum as well. So I suppose the first question is, why the rise in part-time work?
I think it's a brilliant thing. I mean, the reason that it's happened, I think that actually people in senior roles are probably going part-time. I don't think there's necessarily being recruited directly into those roles, although it can happen. And I think if you've got a really good credibility and a really great track record, people then are willing to take a chance on you being part-time in your role.
So do you think it's a luxury that's available to those who are comfortable enough financially to be able to cut down to part-time, but also the rise might be people who can't get a full-time job at the lower end of the job market? Do you think there's anything in that?
I think that the people at the top, it is a luxury. It's, I'm already, I've made it. You want me, you can take me part-time because I want that balance for whatever reason. I think at the lower end, actually, often if I think about women who are an audience that I mostly work with, I think after having a baby, we often have to take a step back. And I remember it's quite a long time ago, 15 years now since I had my daughter, but I asked to go part-time and I was told no. When I went to get part-time roles, they were, less senior, less financially, lucrative as well.
Do you think that's changed in 15 years?
I don't think people say no as often. What I hear from women is that they go part-time and they feel a bit exploited because they might be asked to do 3 days a week, but still do 5 days work, or they are sidelined actually. Oh, you're part-time, you're not so committed, you're a mum, so therefore you're not so interested in work, and they get pushed out, passed over for promotion and that sort of thing. Do
you think companies then are much more willing to, both men and women, talking about that, the higher end, the career achieving higher end, they're now more willing to give them those part-time jobs, take them down? And why are they more willing to do it? Because surely they have to then hire another person and it costs them more overall.
Yes. I'm not sure they're more willing. I mean, 6% isn't a huge rise, and it was a very small amount in the first place. So I don't think this is radical change. I think what happens is people are better at asking and more courageous at asking, and more confident at those levels. When I think it's over 40,000 is the figure that we're talking about executives. I think when you get to that position, you're kind of a bit more confident in yourself and willing to say, I've gone through this interview period, and you want me. Well, actually, you may want me. I'd like 3 days, or I'd like 4 days, and you'll get a better me because of that.
And is it something that we should all get a bit more used to, maybe working part-time? Is it the future of work with regards to automation coming in? Is that going to be the way we work, really? 4 days a week, maybe?
I think it's about portfolio working. On that 5th day, maybe you're doing starting your own business. Maybe you've got an app or some technology, or maybe you want to give back to your community and do something with your church or young people. I think we want a portfolio. I think it's not all about 9 to 5 working and giving everything to an organisation, because actually that loyalty doesn't pay off so much nowadays.
And do you think the flexibility that you get, is part-time work better than going freelance? What are the advantages in terms of flexibility? You work for yourself,
yes.
So how flexible are you compared to someone who's a part-timer?
Well, I'm very flexible. I'm my own boss, so I decide, and I found it very helpful, when I wanted to take time off for different things, to be able to actually just not have to ask anyone. But I think there's security that comes with part-time work, and if someone says, I need you 2 days a week, every week, that salary is coming in, and some people really need that security, so it can be great.
Jenny, thanks very much for coming in to speak to us. Thank you.
Thank you.